Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump have settled into the Florida town of Surfside. It's a small town, population only about 6,000 individuals. But according to a new report, Ivanka and Jared aren't really getting along too well with the neighbors. And a lot of people that live near them are ready for the couple to get the hell out of Surfside. And there's several interesting little anecdotal stories that were told by the residents in this area. First and foremost, we got to talk about the one where Ivanka Trump repeatedly walked right past a "No Dogs Allowed" sign on the beach with her dog. All right, not something that she's going to go to federal prison for, right? But it is a city ordinance. It is a rule. Everybody else in the town of Surfside has to comply with the "No Dogs Allowed" sign, but she would literally, according to her neighbor, walk right past it with her dog. And at one point, the neighbor says she actually confronted her about it, and Ivanka Trump, while standing next to the "No Dogs Allowed" sign, said, "I've never seen it." To which the woman replied, "You're standing right next to it." And what's interesting about this, not that Ivanka ignored it. Look, I'm okay with dogs on the beach. I think the "No Dogs Allowed" is stupid. You got a dog, bring him to the beach if they're friendly. What's funny is that Ivanka knew the sign was there. But much like everything else in life, Ivanka figured, I'm Ivanka Trump, the rules don't apply to me. And then there was another time, and this one's a little more serious, but it gives you a window into their parenting abilities. Ivanka, Jared, and their 5-year-old son were headed down to the beach, right? Nothing wrong with that, except, of course, that there was a rip current that day, and the locals were telling them, hey, there's tons of jellyfish out today, probably don't want to get in the water. Okay, well, they let the kid get out in the water anyway. He's hanging onto a boogie board, and then suddenly Jared Kushner has to run out in the water and get him because he got into the rip current and was drifting out to sea. So, yeah, weren't paying attention. Missed the warnings that day about the rip current, about the jellyfish, and you almost lost your kid because of it. So bang up job on that parenting. And then there's a story by another resident where they were at the Surfside Halloween Spooktacular, and they blended in pretty well, it said. You know, they didn't make a scene, everybody's okay. And then when they're leaving, everybody was allowed to take one pumpkin from the entrance of the building. They didn't take one pumpkin, they took 2 pumpkins. Nobody said anything, but everybody noticed, like, come on. These are pumpkins for everybody. You're allowed one. You're Ivanka and Jared. You've got more money than you know what to do with. You could literally go buy a pumpkin farm and not ever miss the money. And you're walking out of here with 2 free pumpkins. Come on. Now listen, this is just a humorous story, right? This doesn't mean anything nationally. It doesn't change the news cycle, but honestly, it's funny. And it does give us a pretty decent window into the personalities of these 2 individuals. They're selfish. They don't care about anybody else. They don't care about any rules or regulations or even just suggestions. They're going to do whatever the hell they want to do because this is how these 2 were brought up. This is a cautionary tale to anyone raising children in America today. Set boundaries. Enforce those boundaries. Have consequences when rules are broken, because if not, you're going to end up with grown adult children someday that act just like Jared and Ivanka. And trust me, none of us want to see that happen. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.